Hi guys, Lala Prepper here, and I just want to do a wee video. In the first lockdown, I collapsed upstairs, and I was rushed to the hospital and straight into the resus room. But I actually don't remember any of it. Um, I woke up 3 weeks later. I was in a coma. Woke up 3 weeks later, and I had a stoma. I had sepsis and all my organs were shutting down. I was on dialysis, obviously my insulin. I had the wires put into my neck, heart monitor and all that jazz. Um, but when I woke up, I had a stoma, but I didn't really realise, what it was or how it was done. What happened was that my bowel ruptured and it gave me sepsis and I collapsed. I didn't know anything about it. Um, from resus up to ICU, which I don't remember any of it. So when you start with your stoma, you get different bags and stuff. Now, I did get this one, which has like a wee dish on it, and I loved it. It was really, really good. But this here is like prick pads, and it catches on your clothes because it's quite thick. So that's the first bag. First of all, I'll show you my stoma. There's my stoma there. That's my bag. That's what it's like when it's on. This is my scar from my surgery, right down. But the bag actually saved my life. Well, the doctors and surgeons saved my life, but the wee bag saved my life because if I hadn't had that, I would have died. So there's different bags. Obviously, there's the one with the dish. This is my bag. Salts bags. They're fantastic. You can get them in skin colour and black. I went on holiday last year and I forgot to bring my stuff. So I actually had to go and buy bags that are for ileostomies, but they're weird. Right, the seals were £17 for 10, but these seals had to be stretched to fit. This is some sort of seal for the bag, which is white, and this is the bag. It's like a shopping bag. It's like a Tesco bag. It's rubbish. It's crap. But anyway, I'll show you my setup. So this is my bag. Obviously, it's really, really good. I love it. When I first started out, it started off at 35, I think. I'm down to 32, but it makes a difference, because the circumference of the circle has gone down a good bit. But my stoma hasn't actually. It's still a sort of biggish stoma. But you get them cut to the size you need, and you get a wee stoma, a wee piece of card or paper, with the size on them, so you can get the perfect size. But sometimes my stoma goes small, which causes it to leak, or if it's watery. The stuff in my bag is called sludge. Sorry for if you're eating your dinner. It's called sludge, but sometimes it's watery. So you have like loperamide to take. They give me Deoralites as well to take, which is they're rotten like, but I take them every day. So I'll just show you my wee setup. Dry wipes, bags, powder. This is the spray that you put on to take your bag off. Seals, which are 25ml. They fit perfectly around my stoma. The soft stuff doesn't hurt your stoma, but if your bag's too small, it will hurt your stoma. Wet wipes, and I showed you my bag there. And these are called elastic tape. these go around your bag if it's not sticking. Now I've noticed the bags have been really short now. I don't know if it's money saving or whatever, but the top of the bag catches your trousers. Obviously because I have a bit of a stomach, it catches your trousers and it peels it off. So I obviously have to put one of those on maybe tomorrow because I've done my bag this morning. But um, you know, people find it hard to get used to the stoma, but it is, you know, it does save your life. I know people get it done for Crohn's disease as well. Um, so, loads of people have it, but it's not really talked about, and you also get stomas from bowel cancer as well. So everybody should really be talking about it, about poop and, which is gross, but, everybody should really be talking about it. So that's my wee setup. Yeah, so as I say, I was in ICU for 3 weeks. I was in a coma. I woke up, and the next day, when I woke up, they actually tried to get me out of bed, but I couldn't get out of bed. I had to learn to walk again and all that sort of stuff because I've been lying for so long. Apparently they were in, moving my arms and stuff so you don't seize up in the bed, but I don't actually remember that. And then I was moved to another ward, 5B. The staff in ICU were amazing. Were absolutely fantastic. Then I moved to ward 5B. Well, some of the nurses were amazing, but some were absolutely awful. There's no bedside manner or nothing. I had a vacuum seal on my stomach because it didn't heal with the staples. Being a diabetic and stuff, you don't heal well. So I had that on. The first time I changed my bag, your stuff's raw, everything's raw. And they offered me morphine but didn't take it, you know. But yeah, I couldn't move. I couldn't push myself up in the bed. Obviously, them beds, the sheets on the blue shiny stuff. And then when you move, the sheets down with you and the pillows are down. And I couldn't pull myself up in the bed. And I actually fell out of the bed as well. My sugar was low, and my husband had sent me up Lucozade. Obviously, there was no visitors, so I had no visitors for 6 weeks. So my husband sent me up Lucozade, and I remember getting it, but I must have got out of bed on the wrong side, and I fell on my stoma. I was lying there for about 2 hours because the button's on the bed. But yeah, that's life. And then a year later, I was out with my sister. Well, not even a year later. I was out with my sister and we got attacked, got home, and I broke my wrist and I had to get a plate in it. And then the plate was affecting my tendons. So then I had to get the plate out again. So I had to go through my tattoo and see the two lines there. But yeah, life's been awkward for the last couple of years. So I can't do the thumb up. My finger doesn't meet my hand. It affected my tendons. So yeah, there we go. Thanks again for watching. I hope everybody's doing good. Lala Prepper. Cheers.